Now, let me use this medium to throw more light and educate some Edo people. Yemure.
Yes, go ahead.
When our father, our Oba, was made the Oba after his correlation ceremony and everything, there was a thank you visit that he had. He sat down with Obaseki, and we should not forget, about the same time our Oba became Oba, Obaseki was also sworn in as the governor. So they had a meeting. These are facts. I speak facts. No, I don't work with sentiments. So when our Oba met with Obaseki, what was the discussion? He told him, the informations are public, they are everywhere, that his father, Obarediawa, before he passed, he told him that the Benin Royal Museum must be built. And Odawegwa, the front of the palace, was the land that Obarediawa proposed for it. So he asked for the governor to collaborate, to join forces with him, so that they can achieve the dreams of his fathers and his forefathers. So the artifact matter started from the time of Oba Akenzwa. Some of those people on social media, am I being so again? During the time of our father Oba Akenzwa, I think about 2 artifacts was returned. During the time of our father again, Oba Rediawa, some artifacts were returned. And we should not forget the fact that our Oba Ogidiga was a foreign diplomat, was an ambassador to some Scandinavian countries, to Italy and the rest. He schooled in America. So on his own, he has been making moves for the repatriation of those artifacts. So after the coronation, after he became Oba, after he got to the throne, he had a meeting with the Obaseki. These are facts. He discussed with him that Benin Royal Museum must be accomplished. Obaseki said, my royal father, may God bless you. Grant me in. Anything you are doing that has to do with the palace, I will support 100%. Once you are ready, let me know. The same Obaseki, with all the internal generated revenue, with all the federal allocation running to trillions for 8 years, with security votes that it does not account for 900 million thereabouts every month for 8 years, almost $1 billion. Igoya Noro Obo Omase Omafo Ao. Obaseki now started visiting some of those countries and some of those museums. I haven't got to some of those museums, e.g., the German parliament, the German government, the German museum. He now discovered that those people were even very willing to return those artifacts. But those people now ask a question. If we are to return these artifacts, where will they be kept? Wouldn't it be wise for us to build a museum for it? We will make money available. So when Obaseki had that information and got the information that money will be returned alongside with the artifacts, greed came over him. Greed came over him. Greed. Omari Yegwe, he did not return to our great monarch. So say, I've done some moves, so I'm making progress. So the German people are ready to return, and they are even saying they will return money alongside with the artifact. Omari Yegwe, he didn't go to our great father again. He now went to set up legacy restoration group. He went to register the company with his address, and he had the end at all because he has been running AfriVest. So the address of that Bodilon, the address, I even know the compound in Bodilon, Ikoyi, after Tinubu's house, Tinubu's residence in Lagos. He now went to register his own legacy trust without the input of the Oba, without consulting again with the Oba. He now visited abroad again, trying to go get those artifacts with the money. So those guys were like, if you say you are working with the Oba on this issue, how come the Oba is not coming with you in all this your trip? He said, no, the Oba cannot move. The Oba does not move anyhow. That is why Obaseki now reached out to the Crown Prince. He now made the Crown Prince one of the board directors of the company, of the private firm, his own firm, that he went to register in CAC. The date where he was registered is there. Crown Prince now, being a young star, has one progress, he wanted to attain greatness, did not get the full details. But Crown Prince was supposed to consult his father to get his father's blessing. But he did not do that. Obaseki now moved back to Germany with Crown Prince. Crown Prince was in Germany with Obaseki. Now, by the grace of God, about that same time, I speak facts. Obaseki was trying to take the land at Ezoti. Ezoti Iyekegwa. Ezoti behind the palace. Ezoti by Zenith Bank, by Ministry of Justice. There are two Ezotis separated by Airport Road. Obaseki wanted to take that whole land from that Ezoti, Sani Abacha Cultural Center Junction, to Zenith Bank by the moat, where we have vegetable market in Airport Road. Unknown to Obaseki, the Oba have about 11, maybe 12 acres behind that Ezoti. Between Ezoti and Motel BENIN Plaza, the Oba has a very vast land there. That land is like a maternity where the wives of the Oba were giving birth to kids in those days, like an hospital in those days. Very massive land. If you go there now, you will see some old women. They are having dreadlocks. They reside there. That's the Oba's land. So by the grace of God, I have a property in that Ezoti, my family property. Although we don't live there, we are tenants. So I was able to coordinate all landlords of Ezoti. This is a public forum. People are hearing my voice. We had a meeting. I got a lawyer for the landlords of Ezoti. Not a joint group. We got a lawyer for them. If you want me to mention the name of the lawyer, I can mention the name of the lawyer. We now took Obaseki and Idoji to court. Obaseki cannot just come overnight. I want to take over that whole stretch of land, destroy people's houses. When the houses have not been valued, he has not paid compensation, and nobody is even willing to sell his land. That is the heart of Benin. That is Ring Road, Airport Road, the city center. Nobody wants to sell. Because in Benin, everybody, we all have family one way or the other overseas. So nobody is hungry to sell. So we took Obaseki to court. It was the lawyer that was representing the exotic landlord and landladies that told me and told all the exotic landlords and landladies that we are fighting Obaseki over this land. Are we aware that Obaseki is with the Crown Prince in Germany? I was the one not here where. Crown Prince was Germany with Obaseki. I contacted the palace through Prince Agatisi Eredewa, the immediate younger brother of our great monarch. I have to call names. because I speak facts. So Prince Agatisi now reached out to his brother. They have to call Uwinokwa, the senior sister to the crown prince, the Oba's first child, called his mother. Is his number going through? Gele gele e or what Germany? That was when the Oba now got that information. In less than 24 hours, a powerful delegation headed by Osuma, chief, was sent by the Oba to rush to that because it was like an exhibition in Germany, like a 1 day, a 2 weeks program. So Obaseki went to that exhibition. So they have to send a delegation. If you see online now, there's a video going around by Chief Omede. I once saw about Fuselu.
Yes.
He said he was there, right there in Berlin.
I have it.
He went there with Eddie Murphy. He called some names. How's that meeting, Obaseki, you? God bless you. So I'm an insider on this matter. I did not read it from the newspaper. Nobody gave me the gist. I played active role in this whole thing. But some of us, we are just watching. Enika ati result ba. Ewa ni mure, they will get their judgment at the appropriate time. We are joining Obaseki to undermine our palace.
Heilungsprozess. Fordert eine des Geistes.
When I see the video,
So,
als globale Kolonialisierung.
this is the video.
Hello?
Our good Congress, they all come shock us. We don't even know.
Whether we are.
But this one, the video.
Now, as if that's not bad enough, when Obaseki now went with Crown Prince, the first day, Egwena sent a delegation headed by Osuma, Chief Osuma. I'm calling names. So people will know that I know what I'm saying. I think on the third day of the exhibition, the Poland chief now appeared in that same exhibition. So Crown Prince was not shocked. Obaseki was also shocked. My father sent people from the palace. Okay. I guess one go in here crown prince. I don't know where is the crown prince. The picture everything now pump up on the computer. But thank God for that intervention. That the palace got that information. A delegation was sent from the palace to that exhibition. So Obaseki could not access that money on that trip. So after the exhibition, our brother they went back to his house. The chiefs and some delegates that the palace sent came back to Benin to come and give feedback to our royal father. Obaseki where there's one Ogbebo, one youngster, was also a board director of the Legacy Restoration Group. He just set up a kangaroo group without the input of the palace to employ the workers and the staffs of the restoration group was done in Lagos, not even in Benin, dominated by foreigners. Ibigbo, Obaseki, Emiun. Now, as if that's not bad enough, Oriyo Egwaonewe Gevinyetewu, he now changed the name to Emowa, Edo Museum. You might want to understand. Thinking he can deceive himself and deceive Egwa. Oh, you know. But he did not consult Egwa, he did not visit palace. During Igwe, that particular year, he did not go to palace, he did not send any commissioner, any government representative to come and represent him. Honor and learn Egwa. Fear of the unknown. Now, Obaseki did not end there in Germany. He went to Netherlands, went to other countries. Then there's a private museum in Benin, in London here. Our brother Edwin Igwe now discovered that place, that we have some artifacts here, and that private museum are very willing to return. By the grace of God, the Oba's fourth younger brother, Prince Ekberediawa, who we school together by the grace of God, is in London. My brother and my friend that we also school together, Yobo Sayamu, over here Kamusme Park, was also there. Then our brother and our Okagbe of the universe, was also there. Prince Agati said, the immediate younger brother of the Oba of Benin, was also sent there in London. Obaseki wanted to rush to that London private mission for those artifacts as well. But because we now got information, we were now ahead of him. Okagbe, Olakoko Okagbe now.
Okagbe.
Yes, now. They were the one that received a crown prince about it now. We are London. So come and block Obaseki. Then we can now access that some artifacts in the private museum of London in return. Or Kagbe's wife, or Renge Manikbe Kuse, the cultural to cover that event. And the pictures are all over the place. I'm an insider of this matter. I had gist, man. Now, Obaseki left there frustrated. Obaseki wanted the crown, the number two, that is Prince Agati said, the immediate younger brother to the Oba, to send a particular document. Then, Prince Agati, of course, I have to read. I'm a lawyer. I have to read what you want me to sign. No, you can't boss me around. I have to read it. I get that's this almost the same letter of Muadi Agua. He wanted the Oba to sign off his right to lose artifact. Let us send a document in where you're the governor, I'm the number one citizen of the state, and represent the state. Who is Edo State in 1897? Edo State was not in existence. Nigeria was not in existence. Midwest State was not in existence. Benin State was not in existence. Delta State was not in existence. So Edo, Benin Kingdom is older than Nigeria. Nigeria was formed in 1914. We are talking about the 18th centuries, where Edo, Benin Kingdom was already in existence, doing business with the Portuguese, with the Brazilian government, with the Portuguese government. We had ambassadors in Portugal and in Brazil. If not for that massacre, if not for that destruction, maybe by now I know we have about 9 states, just like the way Igbos, the Southeast have five states. That massacre took us 20, 30 years back. A lot of houses were destroyed. A lot of youth were killed. Children, mother, fathers were killed in that massacre. They destroyed our kingdom. And Obaseki Aro played the role. That same role, Obaseki was trying to replicate. That is 1897 part 2. A launch was supposed to take place on a Monday. But because Obaseki is a crooked man, very deceitful, he now move it back to Sunday morning, 9 a.m., where everybody will be in church. He wanted to catch all of us unawares. So here is again launch. They go as one of those swabats, on social media. We have succeeded. They cannot stop us. And what was going on? If you don't know, beg me here. In every airport to raise awareness where here can launch. There are global civil group that works under my tutelage, headed by Culture Osaro. Led on delegations. Then they may boast home some Benin sons and daughters that are very vast and articulate like Osaze Amas. They rushed there. I said, no, never again. Obaseki paid DSS from Abuja to block the entrance because he knew what he was doing was wrong and evil. He was trying to do it through the back door to catch everybody unawares. At first, they met resistance. DSS is not going near live. But after more pressure, they now saw reason with us where, yes, how can you be opening a mowa in Benin Kingdom? Anything that has to do with museum, where we know the Oba is the head of our custom and tradition, that represents us. Those diplomats came to those states. They did not visit the palace to get royal blessings. Obaseki. MU. How can you bring foreign diplomats? Because those foreign ambassadors, they are like presidents of their countries to Edo State, the home of culture and tradition. When our Oba is our custodian of our culture and tradition, you will not take them to palace to go and get royal blessing, royal salutation to our great monarch. Then some Edo people are still supporting Obaseki. What can governor can a museum, if not for selfish interest? With all the billions you have in your disposal, federal allocation, internal generated revenue over 10 billion, 12 billion, 12 billion a month, you could not industrialize like those states. You could not build technical schools, skills acquisition centers. You could not industrialize like those states. Just 1 year after your government, all roads in Benin are bad. If those roads were well tarred with good quality materials, 5 years after, those roads will still be motorable. That means he did a shabby job. And people are not questioning him. Our father Ali and Ogbemudia, there are some roads near already, 40-something years ago. Those roads are still existing. Ali was a tenant in back of stadium. All those Irowa Lane, Osuma, back of stadium. Because Ali was a tenant in that neighborhood, Ali had the entire locality, the whole of that back of stadium, Irowa Lane, all those Osuma Lane, Ago Lane, he had the whole road. That was when Ali was governor of Edo and Delta, which is Bender State. Those roads are still existing to today. Over 50 years ago, Amami Porto or Maria, no governor has gone there to go and retire it. Number taking one with less than 12 months. In the whole of GRA, no road is motorable. People are not asking questions. Now, this is a big MOA issue. It's an intellectual fraud, an intellectual theft. It was the Oba's concept. It was the Oba's plan. He stole the idea, used the Oba's name, used the palace name. Now, I want to ask those supporting Obaseki, let's keep sentiment aside now. If there was no artifacts, if there was no return of artifacts back to Benin Kingdom, will anybody donate money? The foreign donors donate money for what? To a state governor? No. They know Nigerian government are fraudulent. They are criminals. They are corrupt. They know. So it was that Benin artifacts, the Oba's palace name and image, that prompted, that encouraged those foreign donors to donate money to build a place, because a conscience can be a judge where they have stolen those, because they did not take, they stole those things from us in 1897, and they kept it in their museum. They have made money from it. People pay to enter those museums. It's not free. So out of the benevolence of their hearts, they now volunteer that they want to return, but they want to also contribute money where the place, where the museum, where all those artifacts will be kept. They now brought money. So it was the Egoide's name, the Oba's name, the Benin Kingdom's name, the Royal Palace name that encouraged and prompted those people to start contributing money. Oba said, "On this one, collected dollars in there. Like they say, God's time is the best." I go to say, "Oh, you better where Ovie no muhia aso ego dao. Marine win, another change any to MOA." But in CAC, in the government record, he's still bearing a MOA. Corporate Affairs Commission still carry a MOA, but in that change to MOA, whether you change to mosquito, you are wasting your time. Benin Royal Museum is what we know. Now, those supporting Obaseki, in those days in Benin, some of us have we are of age. That Radisson Blue Hotel, and Sheraton, Benin Sheraton. Lucky Benin just stole our money to build that place. EFCC that you're not worrying on ya because the corrupt country in Maye, you're not free. Obaseki will start consulting the House of Assembly. Anyway, he can't even consult them because he ended with 10 members and 6 members to rule for the last 4 years of his tenure. That is That is very, very undemocratic. Without consulting the House of Assembly, without discussing with anybody, like a dictator, he went to sit down with Esama and Lucky. He used those state taxpayers' money to buy that place. It was called Ritz Hotel then. You know? He now bought it for 2.6 billion thereabouts. Now, he now used those state taxpayers' money, over 17 billion, to start building the place. Now, because of dollar exchange that's always fluctuating up and down, and now you do what you do. He now jack up the price to about 37 billion. He now used taxpayers' money to build that place. It's still ongoing. Am I completed? Then he now went to look for one of his cronies, one of his friends from Lagos, to come and front like an investor. That one now went to register a company. A company that can exist for years, though, that has name. He now went to quickly register a company to come and front like he is the financier of that Radisson Blue. But as far as Wayana, the only money they brought into that project is just 10 billion. And they went to borrow from the capital markets, which Edo State government is paying every 30 days. Even Obaseki borrow, Edo State government is paying tax, interest commission on it every 30 days to the financial market. If you not your access, you go to the detriment of the state. Now, a man that went to borrow 10 billion and had to Radisson Blue, and they don't say that spend over 37 billion. And where those states, we only have 20% stake. Me aka mo Obaseki my year school is overrated. It's too dull. And those states spend over 37 billion, I mean, on this Radisson Blue. You want to bring your friend to come and front like he's a partner for the project of the Radisson Blue. That one only access 10 billion, not borrow with, or not contributed 10 billion. The Edo State, no hotel, because there was a structure there already. It was not an empty land. Okay, am I evaluating the cost of the building and the land? Edo State taxpayer money 37 billion naira. Plus the land and everything, that's going to over 60-70 billion. Or seeing Yamure, they only brought 10 billion. The records are there, the books are there. So I'm lying to come out to the open. But those who have privileged information already know what I'm talking about. Now that man holds 80% on only 10 billion. And those state government don't have the hotel, don't have the building. Not to spend 37 billion of those state taxpayer money into that Radisson Blue, only have 20%. What do you call that? Is that not fraud? Oshama Power Plant. Obaseki campaign with it. I have bought independent power to Edo. He campaigned with it. He gave Edo State government land to Oshama. Spend Edo State taxpayers' money on the Oshama Power Plant. Or you get one Oshama win. On that Febe with here, in that turn to a private owned company. BENIN Library, Sapler Road. Although the library was dilapidated, was an eyesore, we know. That's the fact. I'm an activist, I must speak the truth. Now, he now gave BENIN Library to his private friends. Edo City Mall. That's the name of that place. ShopRite is just one sector, one aspect of the whole building. There's a gym there, there's a nightclub underground there. There are a lot of shops there. Now, don't forget that behind that BENIN Library, we have Ministry of Agric. On our field, Ministry of Agric that belongs to the state government. On our field by that BENIN Library, don't make an act to have a very big land. He now gave it to his friends that brought in the BENIN City Mall. Now, he now prepared 2 documents. One of the documents, I said this in Olakoko show many years ago. People thought maybe I was saying rubbish. He now sold the land for those people for 430 million. And he said that's 430 million that he got, which we don't have any evidence today where he only like government state accounts, and those state government accounts. He said they have also spent that 430 million on the budget of that particular year. Origbe was man win. National President that became privately owned company.
Yeah.
Modular refinery. He also invested in those state taxpayers' money to it. He and his boys, his social media boys, they also campaign with it. Why are they fighting Obaseki? We now have a modular refinery in Edo. Why are they fighting the government that can build a modular refinery? Huh? Do you think it's easy to build a refinery? Or maybe was someone win. Modern refinery does not belong to Edo State again, it belongs to private people.
Kai.
Oshema power plants. I am one Giori. I am wearing to come and front as the owner. Meanwhile, they are even fighting themselves. There's a Chinese company that also came that put money down for that Oshema power plants. But in the campaign period season, it was campaigning with it that it belongs to Edo State. It's one of his achievements. Landmark legacy project. Maybe where Ashwoman win, and after we're there, Edo State, Edo State even couple way. Can you imagine that lie? Now, government Obaseki. Why am I speaking BENIN now? I feel like shedding tears because I'm seeing some Edos. If you do, then your occultic power Obaseki low or affected area. I will company make one mention right now. If the companies today belongs to Edo State government, I will join Obaseki to find the Peolo. How can you turn all Edo State companies to private owned? Edo State does not have a stake in it. Then where you get the Edo State you? What did you not do with Edo State money for 8 years? Running to trillions. Huh? Federal allocation and the rest. What did you not do with the money? Where are your projects? So what he wants to achieve, he wants to be an ex-governor who will sit overseas. All the companies in Edo State are set up. And they proceed again. Like that Edo City Mall, ShopRite. Every year, let's assume the profit is 100 billion. The company will take 70% and 30% a year. Therefore, life, all collected salary, all collected proceed, all make it go up. Now, when we go now, Abacha died. Abacha, when he was alive, he was sending his soldiers to central bank with bullion van to remove 10 million pounds, 20 million pounds, $10 million from central bank to Donald Barrack. Abacha, he was always wrapped with a 6 year material of China poplar and iron wrapper in a shallow grave. He did not leave $1. Obaseki, where is your conscience? This primitive accusation of wealth. You want to own the whole, you want to become Edo Dangote. Because he wants to run with Atiku as vice president. That is why he's turning all this company to a private own. Because all the company belongs to him. Go to Uwonde, go to Orion. He took hectares of land. Thank God now our BENIN sons and daughters have started protesting that they need their land back. He brought Saro farms. He took land from the indigents. No compensation. Wait for overriding purpose. For the good of the state. He took those land. He never paid compensation. But not knowing that those Saro farms are fronting for him. You people will hear more revelation. The $18 million in the panel sitting. That's an eyesore. Wow, calm down. There are 3 committees set up now. Oshomola committee, General Sisi, Pastor Isayamu, that's one committee. The House of Assembly committee, then the House of Rep have started their own. Our brother Billy Osawaru have only started their own in the House of Rep. And we are so happy that Akpabio came to commission the agricultural equipment for farming. He also said, Okpego to give him proof that he will sit down with the Attorney General of the state, of the Federation, And then Ima will be extradited to come and answer questions. If Obaseki knows his conscience is clear, come and answer. Now, fear of the unknown. From 1998 to date, Obaseki is the only governor who a stroke before the date that they were handing over on Yedore. It has never happened in the whole of Nigeria. Why is he running? No handover notes, nothing. People are blaming Okpebholo where Edo Gist is not signing CFO. Obaseki locked the system, destroyed the server, so that the incoming government, this government that cannot access the record of all what Edo Gist was doing before now. But Okpebholo being an IT man, he has an IT company in the north, in Jos, and brought some experts. They've broken that code now. So very soon, the investigation will be true with what Obaseki did for 8 years in Edo Gist for CFO, then the man will start signing. Because if you sign CFO, the state will generate money. The state government want money. The man do understand, but they're trying to blackmail the man. Then when our youth went to that MOA to stop that opening, Albert and his cronies were saying, even though Obaseki development, Abe development, Abe company and Obaseki, who owns it today? He and his friends. So is it MOA that want to change the fortune of the Edo state? Now we are now hearing that it's an NGO. They are not making profits. But enough foolishly, enough foolishly went to bring in his cronies, Philip Inacho, who is the manager of Afriverse, his company in Lagos, to come and be heading MOA again. So by the time Oshomole committee will start traveling to those individual countries in Europe, those companies that donated money, when they will tell us the actual money that those different companies contributed. We are hearing 42 million euro from only the German parliament, the German government. From Netherlands, we are hearing different figure. Let everybody just be patient. This is not a witch hunt. If Okpebholo completes his 8 years, if God give him 8 years, or we are still going to probe him. He will also come and give account. That is the way to go. If we want progress in Edo, this is not PDP fight, this is not a PC fight. I'm an Edo man. I want progress. I want Edo to attain greatness. That is my comment each time I go on any live program. Edo State must attain greatness. And may God bless us all. So what am I trying to say? Those supporting Obaseki, with all this revelation, and in the government record, this is also in the public, it was 4.1 billion naira that was budgeted to build that MOA in Sample Road. 4.1 billion. And the record even show where Edo State government brought 3.8 billion out of 4.1 billion. From government record, that money was paid to the contractors. So the land is worth over 11 billion. A central hospital that is centrally located, that is accessible, that is affordable by the poorest of the poor in our society, a central hospital that needs renovation, Obaseki destroyed it for a selfish interest because Mamua had a court. He could not take Iyekegwa, Zoti land, to any bank in Airport Road. He could not take it. I got some calls from one-on-one calls. Well, who is our lawyer for Exotic case? Is there an SAN? I will have before lawyers who don't do by now. Who are SAN? So, a case in the I say, Obaseki na Egirupo. So it has been overtaken by. So, beg where, or you do me where, or more, Egwa, to Yeke, Exotiva, over 11 acres. And that's it's like a monument. Egi under the work in Central Hospital. Now, the Central Hospital as a governor, did he consult the House of Assembly? Did he get approval from the House of Assembly? Is he a dictator? Are we in a military government? And when it's over, who are winning a vote? I mean, his occultic power is working on you guys. Do you have another state? If Okpebholo misbehave financially, a 10-year or head will call him to order to come and give stewardship of his 8 years as well. That's the way to go. We should not be pressing anybody in government. They are our servant leader. Without our vote, they can't become governor. Nobody forced them to become governor. So if they go there, they must work. They must not lament. They must think outside the box and create employment. Huh? Create employment. Take the youth off crime and criminality. We don't store the equipment Okpebholo bought now. Just 12 months in government for farming. By the grace of God, all the 18 local government chairmen, they are going to focus on one crop and be producing food. And though we have surplus food, and though we have a food bank, where we will export food from Edo to other states, that will further boost our IGRO, and that will take the youth off crime and criminality. But the government must focus on security. It must secure the state for those farming to be successful. Obaseki took 65 billion from Central Bank for Sobe farm, Sobe rice farm. One bag of rice was not invested from that farm. Nobody's asking questions, and people are still supporting him. Those who are listening to Albert does not love Edo State. Albert is not fighting because of he wants Edo to attain greatness or make progress. Albert is on the payroll of Obaseki. Since Albert got to UK, he has not worked in his life. Oh, when I say I pay yo, we are hearing rumor where because Obaseki might be here, Obaseki's wife has adopted him to be one of Obaseki's son. So even if know that Obaseki, Albert will be recognized as one of the sons of Obaseki. So Albert is ready to go any length. So he's not doing it because he loves Edo. No, he's been paid. When Obaseki was governor, Obaseki got over. Obaseki got over 14 slots for SSA. His wife, his 2 children, his cousins, his younger ones, under via SSA, they were collecting salary every 30 days. No office, no portfolio. Is that not criminality? Is that not corruption? You think Obaseki is shouting because of his love Edo? He doesn't care. The pain and the frustration where after a man win, if he continue, that is this frustration on Yahweh live video. He's not doing it because of the state. I'm also telling the whole world now where at the end of Obaolo's government, the next government should also prove Obaolo. I will tell you, I'm not for Obaolo. I'm not for APC. I'm from the state. I want the state to attain greatness. But Albert can die for Obaseki. When Obaseki was the governor, you cannot criticize Obaseki. Albert will come for you. It was the attack dog of Obaseki for 8 years. But before the election, when he was relegated, where when Obaseki was not reaching out to him, when Aswan was not reaching out to him, the same Albert came on live program. He started insulting Obaseki and insulting Aswan. I will go get another female with here. He's the one doing meet and greet. Obaseki, all the Edos in the diaspora, nobody voted for you. You were not the governor of Torino. You were not the governor of Manchester. You were the governor of Edo. Come and do your meet and greet in Benin. Oyego is in Benin. Lucky Benin is in Benin. Osarima Osubo is in Benin. Oshomola is in Benin. Who is pursuing you? Wagi Leba. You are doing meet and greet for what? Meet and greet for what now? What have you achieved in 8 years? There's no road in the whole of GRA now. Oshoma Power Plant, Obaseki was paying 700 million 800 million every month to Oshoma Power. When he was a governor, because they were giving light to some state government offices. But when the government came in, they had to sit down with Oshoma Power again and look at the books again and renegotiated. You know, Edo State government is paying about 150 million every month now, compared to the 900 million Obaseki was paying for 8 years to Oshoma Power. Because he's the owner of the company. It was Edo State government taxpayers' money to be paying Oshoma Power. Meanwhile, the money is coming back to him. So the question I want to ask his supporters, all this money we are measuring now, we are going to when Abacha who say 6 years I had up a grave. I remember $1 we came to this world with nothing and we will die, we live with nothing. So Obaseki, you have a case to answer. You cannot hide. And when we go, he knows this day will come. That's why he's doing meet and greet. So he can divide the Edos. He wants sentiments. He wants support. He wants support. He knows what he's doing. By the time this committee now set up, start visiting those various countries, they have records. Wow, where he go down Obaseki, but it's over 900 million euro. Over 900 million euro. And the museum was 4.1 billion naira. And he used I don't say taxpayer money to pay 3.8. The records are there. I'm not just quoting what I feel like I know. The records are in government house. If the mower is to cost 4.1 billion and you carry a those state taxpayer money 3.8 to pay for the construction and the business of mower, that means I don't say it's the owner of mower.
Of course.
If you had the value of the land, 11 billion, I don't say the owner. So why are you not telling us after spending taxpayer money, depriving the poorest of the poor to access central hospital? Because that central hospital, we're having 1,000. You can get card and access a doctor. But no trouble the money. If you don't have 16,000 naira, 10,000 naira, you cannot access card. So the average poor adult person, where you expected to get 10,000 to buy card to access to see a doctor in the new hospital to show labor. So that small one, all he needed to do was to renovate, equipped, because of the location. It's centrally located. So when he come over there, when he go Saturday, when he go Sokoma Day, Upper Mission, Forestry, they can access that hospital on that for selfish interest. Now, during Obaseki's campaign, he promised, I will never forget this, that he was going to build primary health centers. What do we mean by primary health center? That is smaller hospitals in our locality, because that is closer to the people. Central hospital. But if you build smaller ones, he campaigned that across all the wards in those states, you're going to build primary health centers. Those supporting Obaseki, show us video, post it online. Give us name and location where Obaseki built one single one. Omabo. When Obaseki was a governor, a vigilante, winner. With all the 900 million of me every month, only master you but even you support we want more. We want more million the more the merrier. But there's a fraudulent foundation for this mower. It has to be investigated first. Why the road to open? They are now blackmailing us. We don't want progress. A mower in progress. With all the money on land above for 8 years. In industrial above, how many companies did he build? How many foreign companies did he attract to those states? How many jobs did he create? I say gelegele. When you go to budget, MOU signing to pay consultants. Nothing on ground on gelegele. Do you know how many million of it? I book passing Baba. Then Ekenwa Road to Gelegele Seaport. Less than 6.8 kilometers. All the money budgeted for that project diverted on my way. One single individual at OJMI Farms was the man that single-handedly Tada Ekenwa Road expanded down to his farm. The state governor, we can pay Gelegele, and now pay millions in dollars to consultants. No single dredging, nothing took place in Gelegele Seaport. Then you are saying we should not ask him questions. Is he a saint? Those supporting Obaseki, I challenge all of you. Use your head and your children and your wife's head to swear where Obaseki is a saint. Where throughout his 8 years of Madugomu, he worked for those states free of charge. Because for the Christmas, what are we talking about? Why are you supporting fraud? I'm so happy. I suggested to the governor that the pro panel should be made public, should be aired live. So people are saying it. Nobody's pushing anybody. Come and defend yourself. Come and defend yourself. And to the general of Edo State went to sign $18 million. Now the head of Edo G's was in that interrogation panel. We go. Obaseki Yoto the mower. Emma paying 1 kobo. So I don't take offers. Meanwhile, Obaseki million dollars and pounds and euro, the foreign donors for the land. That money was not paid. No evidence, no record in government record to show where the land mower specialist hospital X amount of money was paid to government coffers. Obaseki stole billions. millions of dollars. All the 2,000 pounds in where we are better. What you put that boy? I have over 1,200 videos. I gage you told it. So Obaseki ya fikbe no na bati ya fikbe jegwa. One cocaine adiye. Obaseki you are a demon. When Monkey first came to Edo State, a Monkey first don't fikbe jegwa all these years. What has been Obaseki's payroll? Yeah, fikbe jegwa. Obaseki gave him ilos, gave him escorts. Who is Monkey Face? An illiterate? On only Morocco like Webo. He was given a VIP treatment. And where did Monkey Face stayed? He stayed in Tenzami Road in Arisco Ogiame
Arisco
Hotel in Tenzami Road before the traffic light. Even your stay, Ave is not doa. Ave Osanze Digi. Ave Kotisuborion. They were not tracking the SIM card with the AIG. Here can say the hotel Ogiame, the enemy of the palace. On that lay. So Albert is working. Albert and Monkey Face and Albert's wife, they are cousins. We are hearing rumor, allegedly, but I don't have the birth certificate. I don't have access to the DNA. Where even Albert's wife is a daughter to Ogiame, or Ogiame's younger brother or senior brother.
Ogiame
is related to them. So you can see where Albert is coming with anger. Because a video party never said the government where you don't want to go about personal life. In get videos where you go break comments. People might go for grant. You don't want to go personal. Now Monkey Face a good personal. Who about help? About bed though. I don't want to repeat those rubbish with my mouth. Albert, if they don't support you, they should come out now and condemn you. Carry ITV and ABS and do it now. Where they want to keep my Albert wants to get asylum. He wants people to. He doesn't care about his father, and he doesn't care about his father and his mother. Or one work better here. He doesn't have one feeling for them. The family of the wife and worship. Because on all like social media, all my camera that by all feedback jaguar. About who get me I want to hear that they will not call him to order now. You cannot throw tantrums using insulting and abusing words to our royal home, and you want to get peace. You will see how the OT will go. I'll be up my egg on a fear. He's not doing GoFundMe. The Obaseki might the lawyer there, which is about less than 3,000 pounds. He's not doing go. Obaseki is a fraud. Without campaigning for Obaseki, without talking on social media, he cannot feed, he can't walk. He's living under his wife. The wife is not really happy, but he cannot voice out. But I will blame the wife. If you have a husband that is constituting nuisance, you divorce him and throw him out of it in the cold. So, I know. God bless you, Lakoko. This program is going far. People are listening. We will hear more revelation. Even Obaseki from individuals in Europe, some foreigners, individuals, some private firms, some private museum, any Oba, any Egwa, BENIN Royal Museum. Oh yeah, collect everyone here fair. Going on to Nigeria, Agbamawa, Aswe Igodao came to Benin 2 weeks ago for Margaret Agbonifo's that pastor woman in the Kema Road. It was there for the woman's 60th birthday. Nobody went to slap Aswe Igodao. So who is now pushing Obaseki? If you are to support Obaseki, do one what damn you say, because I want to use Edo language to address you guys. Obaseki was the chairman of the economic team of Oshomole's government for 8 years. Economic team means public-private partnership office. That office is so powerful. If any investors, because I brought investors to Edo State under Oshomole, if any investor comes to me to come and invest on any project, Oshomole will tell you, I know you are close to me, I know you have access to me, but I set up economic team for a reason. I'm not a professional. Go and meet that office, go and discuss with them. Obaseki was the chairman of that office for 8 years. Prince Igbenediuine was the executive director of that office for 8 years. For that 8 years, they were telling us where Obaseki was doing pro bono. He was not getting salary. Fraud. Oh, you know. People work with him in that office. Obaseki used that office to defraud Oshomole's government. Oga, he also received for grants and loan to Edo State government. All the recommended contractor to come in with the project. All inflated the price. A contract now has to 2 billion, add 4 billion euro. So Obaseki used Edo State to trade, to make money. He was cashing out. He was 8 years in Oshomole's government as the chairman of the economic team. Office of the Public-Private Partnership Office for 8 years. They became governor for 8 years. That's 16 years. Obaseki does not have 50 by 100 in Benin. He does not have one building. He does not have a house, no company, no radio station, no university, no school. He has not employed one Edo person. Answer wanted to come through that same way. When you are a successful lawyer, you are a billionaire, you are one of the best lawyers in the country. You don't have one single presence in your state. No company, nothing in your state. When Aswen came for campaign to his hometown, is that not a red flag? He could not address his own people, a kinsmen, in his own language, local language. Are those not red signs? Are those not red flags? I mean,
of course.
The people are still supporting Obaseki.
Of course.
They went to the Ware Weibo. They are seeing the development over there. They are seeing what they are enjoying. They cannot throw questions on Obaseki. Well, Obaseki, if you were that good, if you did a good job, how come just 12 months out of government, all roads in GRA, once it rain for 2 hours, only why am I particular about GRA? GRA is seen as the main city center. I don't want to talk about Soso. Go to one there for 8 years. Obaseki does not have one single project. Go to Oriomo, no single project in Oriomo. That's why when this present government is shouting, Edo is shining, Edo is not shining. Edo will shine later. If Okpebolo continue with this same spirit of working, Edo will shine. But for now, Edo is not shining. In the whole of Oriomo, no single project, no single government presence. I said Edo shining. Go to Onwa, go to Afuze. Nothing's happening. People are still living in poverty. There are some communities that don't even have access to water. Borehole. They don't have access to a primary school. They trek kilometers to the next 2 villages to access primary and secondary school. So until we have primary schools in all locality, primary health centers in all locality, we have schools in all locality, motorable roads where the farmers can bring their products from the farm to the market to the city center to sell to make money. You can't say Edo is shining. Edo will shine. Okpebolo have started well. We have seen his sign for 12 months. He has made a great impact. But may God not let him change. May God let him continue with that same spirit. Then Edo will shine after 4 years. Not now. It's too early to praise him. Because we have 18 local governments. I said Edo shining. Let him go and work in the room. Wonde, Ovia, Afuze, Onwa, Ososo. You can tell me Edo is not yet. It's too early. And when you praise those Okpebolo, they should be careful. Don't praise him. He's there to work. Carry your camera, go and be showing where need repairs, where need work. We should set agenda for this coming government. All the commissioners that were appointed, they should be on their toes. They should be going to Lakoko Live and other programs. And then, Commissioner, what are you doing in your ministry? What project are you embarking on? And our president will not force them to come and campaign. The man don't understand. So they should work for the people. We have no other state. We should not praise anybody. Campaign is over. Both PDP, APC, let's join forces together to make Edo great. Then after a campaign is when you can go to your party. But for now, let's come together. We have no other state. That bringing down syndrome is not good. Nobody's wishing Obaseki. He should come and give account of his stewardship in government. Simple. If he has nothing to hide, let him come and give account. He should come with his lawyers. Nobody will beat him. Nobody will molest him. Let him come and account. But there's a breaking news coming. Like I always say, by the time the committees start visiting those countries, those foreign donors, you people will hear 700, 800, 900 million euro. Then, how come those state government now paid 3.8 billion to build the place? Just short of 300 million. You go to Rio, why will you tell us that the land now plus the museum belongs to NGO? You're not making money. And just say does not have a stake. A land worth 11 billion, you spend 3.8 billion taxpayers' money. That's the record of say Ayoto. It's not this governor that is saying it. It's what Obaseki left on ground. The former chairman, the former head of Edo GC is still alive. He was in that committee. The former attorney general of Edo State, Obaseki, is still alive. He was in that committee. They all came to give account of what they know about it. So nobody's blackmailing, nobody's wish hunting. With all this figure of $80 million now, and we are hearing now, why come about have not made video? He's still brainwashing people. It was why I don't know what is wrong with that. I thought our bro would even make them more enlightened and all that. They are still following that dummy. That blackmailer. When Obaseki was a governor, don't know about the matter, but once you ask Obaseki questions, Obaseki that ruled Edo State government house with less than 10 members of House of Assembly for 4 years. On that we 14 he did not allow the inauguration. He seized their salary. It was like a dictator. He went to remove the roof of House of Assembly so that those guys will not have access to the house. We not do anything. And then is he a governor today? No. Nothing lasts forever. We came to this world with nothing. Or stop, we die, we go, and then we go to hell, we go to hellfire, or we go to heaven. We came with nothing. All those primitive acquisition of wealth, greed, vanity. If Obaseki was a good person, on APC, on Agbina, and have a or like PDP that gave you umbrella, that gave you shelter, he fought with his deputy, he fought with Danobi, he accommodated APC's where here, only Undan, or APC Ubina, Ahue, or PDP go here, Ahue. Is that not a sign? Thank God now a party don't belong to. It's dead. PDP like is a dead party right now. Even the agency, nothing for them. There's a confusion in their midst. But I like opposition to be very vibrant, to put the government in power on their toes. But in Africa, you can see everybody in PDP and the capital APC. This is why I don't like politics. This is why I will remain an activist. Because I like some opposition. So they can put the governor and the sitting government on their toes to work. So please, Egogo, don't mind them. I beg you, if you love those states, don't be following governor convoy. Carry your camera, go and be showing us where the governor has worked. Go and be showing us where the government needs to come and work. If you do that, those people will be praying for you. Don't be praying for the man. Don't be praising the man. I prefer we pray for him than we praise him. Don't praise him. He needs prayers. Because we have some leaders that doesn't want you to work. They want to share money. The man came to work. I talked to him one-on-one. I am the good comrade. He came to work and the man will work. The man will exceed what Ali did, what Obemudia did. Except God take his life. If God give him long life and good health, and he completed his 8 years or the first 4 years, then let me advise the governor through this media now. You are promising 2.5 million votes. You as a governor, how many votes did you get when you contested? You got less than 500,000 votes. So where are you going to manufacture 2.5 from? The only way you can achieve that figure, because there are some people, if you share 50,000 to them, they will not come out to register as registered voter. They don't care about politics. They are private individuals. They are not politicians. They don't belong to any party. The only way you can encourage those people to come out now, to come and register to vote, because we have over 5.4 million Edo citizens residing in Edo today. So he can achieve that 2.5 million. He can achieve 3.5 million votes. Only on one condition: keep working. Keep working. Just be working. All the roads. Build technical colleges where youth they can learn handwork, carpentry, mechanic, tailoring, different professions. Technical colleges, skills acquisition center. train these youth. At the end of their training, give them grants to start up whatever they train on. That is the only way you can get 2.5 million votes. You can't just be promising 2.5 million votes. From 1999 to date, all those people who are contended as governor, nobody has gotten 600,000 votes. So if you as a governor cannot give yourself 600,000 votes, how are you going to give Tinubu in Abuja 2.5 million votes? So you have a big work to do. So I'm using that opportunity to tell the governor now to keep on working. That's the only way you can achieve that figure. So you will not be disgraced. Because if you are saying 2.5 million votes, at the end of the election, I don't mean where 700,000 votes. I need to provide the Tinubu a woman. So if you want to achieve it, work, and keep working. Don't look at leaders. Anybody that approaches for money, sack them. And Mr. Governor, I'm from Edo South. Go and walk in Igwebe, Irua, Ekboma, where you come from. There's no road in that whole locality. No road. And those centers have been abandoned. I've been sidelined for years. So don't listen to people. As you are walking Edo, already where I come from, also walk in Irua, Afuze, Uromi. Develop your place. We are all Edo. We are all in this together. No local government is more important than the rest, than the other. So also work in your place. Empower your people. Don't listen to side talk. Keep working. But every morning before you take any action, ask yourself and ask your God, what you are about to embark on, will your God approve of it? If the answer is yes, go ahead. Don't listen to anybody. Do your thing. And you have to set up those state websites so that we can be seeing real time what the government is achieving. You have to be doing media meetings with different local governments so you can know what the people need. Because a particular locality might need school, they might need water, they might need primary health center. Don't go and do what you like. Any policy and program for the people without the input of the people is a failed project. So you must interact with the people. Set up a team that will interact with the people. Go and be getting feedback. What do people of Irua, what do they want? People of Wunde, what do they really need? I saw this acting chairman for Radio Gabros going to meet the communities to ask them what project you want in your place. I don't want to do what I like as a chairman. You people should tell me what you want. That is governance. So that is the only way you can get 2.5 million votes. Keep working. Don't listen to any side talks. Keep working. There's money in government. You can see Open now, 60 days in office. You know how many e-laws he has bought for police, vigilante, power bikes. The man came to work. What was Obaseki doing with security vote for 8 years? 900 million, 800 million. But it's fluctuating, it's not static. What was he doing with those money? No impact. Vigilante that came out, no salary. They were sharing one bag of rice for 30 vigilante youths. Family men that have children. That's not fraud. So may God bless those states. May God bless this program.
Thank
My
you
brother,
very much.
I'm with you guys. Let me give the floor for somebody else to come in.
I believe we all take only one call. So we're going to call it a day. This is a great message. And thank you, sir, for this powerful information. The good congregation, thank you. We really appreciate this powerful message. And,
our brother, thank you for the...
Yeah.
Thank
We
you for the
are looking forward to
information.
have you again. Please, it pains me that Christy don't make it, and it will pain him. Or Gelewa die with a good congregation. So we
it was good that...
and my people,
yes.
this particular minute when the good congregation talk to us, people can go cut and come out. Somebody need to record that place. I need that. Very, very important. Somebody do that this thing for me. As you stay start time, where you for hand, you just send me all the recording. Record that out, or you cut them how you take them. Send that to me. We will use and do another broadcast. Very great information, very great message. So I will leave out for our partner. So you conclude. I appreciate our co-congregate, and we call it a day. Please let's end the broadcast now.
Thank you, my good comrade, for your exclusive information that you have come to give to the people today. You see why we are saying that Obaseki is not Abatobaze and Godwin Ago is not welcome in London. This is why we are saying, because The people he needs to thank are in Benin, are in Edo State, not in London. So he should go back to Benin, go back to Edo State, and thank the people that make him a governor for 8 years, not in London. To you about Obaze, you said that where are the children of the palace? They should come out and fight for the palace. You say you don't know me. Let me use this opportunity, this 1 minute, to introduce myself to you. Abatobaze, my name is Joseph Ogiho. You call me Igiho, not Igiho, because you say you went to school. You cannot even spell Edo language, Edo vernacular. Not Igiho, Joseph Ogiho. That is my name. I am the son of Enogi of Eho. The Enogi of Eho is a son of the Oba Olua, who reigned in Benin in 1475 to 1480. Abatobaze, you say you don't know me, and this is me. My great-grandfather was Oba Olua, who sat down in the same seat you are insulting today, from 1475 to 1480. That is my great-grandfather. So if you say you don't know me, I bet you should know me now. So when next you see me, address me as a prince, okay? Because of your idiotic behavior, that's why we said London don't want to welcome you. This meet and greet in London is null and void. It's not going to happen. It's not. So we will see. On the 30th of November, 2025, we will see how you're going to do it. And everybody that will come there that day will be profiled, and none of them will enter Benin forever and ever. And it's going to happen. So, Olakoko, thank you for the opportunity given to us today to come your show and to express ourselves. My good comrades, you have given an exclusive interview to the people from the beginning to the end, to let people know who Obaseki is, or who
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. My inspiration comes from God Almighty.
Yeah. Thank you very much, and I'm very happy about that. All of you who are still clapping for Godwin, stop clapping for him. Stop clapping for him. You are not doing him a good service. Neither are you doing yourself a good service. Thank you, everyone. God bless. Obara Tokme is said.